Sam Brinton, do you remember him? Sam Brinton is the former nuclear waste appointee in the Biden administration. He's the guy who's a bald-headed, mustachioed dude who frequently dresses up as a woman, who flaunts his leather puppy fetish. He likes to dress men up as dogs in all sorts of leather and then do weird sexual things to them. And he likes to wear lipstick and flowing dresses and high heels. And he was feted by the media. They absolutely loved this guy, how groundbreaking. He's a transgender, pangender, whatever gender, cracking the glass ceiling. And he looks so stunning. He's so brave. Look at his beautiful clothing. Then it turned out that this guy, Sam Brinton, is a thief. He got caught stealing luggage at an airport. And initially he said, this was just a mistake. I took the wrong bag. Then it turned out he's taken other bags before. Then they had camera footage of him actually looking at the name tags on the bags and hiding them in his pocket, just going away. And it was really, really weird. Finally, after weeks and weeks of this, it was too much even for the Biden administration. And so they canned the guy. Now we find out that some of those flowing dresses, those big, beautiful wardrobe pieces that Sam Brinton was photographed in, even including in Vanity Fair, by the way, in fashion magazines, in high culture, it turns out that they were stolen from specific women. There's a woman who posted on Instagram. She said, "Hi, I'm a fashion designer. This is a custom piece that I had made, and here's Sam Brinton wearing that piece. And I lost my luggage in 2018, and I'm not saying for sure it was him, but it's hard to explain how he ended up wearing my dress if he didn't steal my luggage." So this appears to have been going on for years. There were other people who came forward, said, here's me wearing this unique sort of custom piece, and then you look later on, and here's Sam Brinton wearing it shortly after I lost it, and he's being photographed by the media doing the very same thing, making it into magazines. So what is this about? Is this because Sam Brinton couldn't afford clothing? I suppose he probably couldn't afford the high-end clothing that he'd like to steal, but I think it's about more than that. People can generally purchase clothing. You can go to any inexpensive shop today and buy any kind of flamboyant clothing. This was obviously some weird fetish for this guy. He's a guy who is most well known not for his career, not for his knowledge of nuclear waste, not for any virtue or excellence that he's engaged in. He's most well known for indulging weird fetishes, and it would seem that stealing women's clothing at the airport was part of that. And it's just a sad lesson that this guy had a lot of things going for him. I'm not going to say he had everything going for him, but he had a lot of things going for him. He was in an important role in a presidential administration. He had impressive academic degrees. I think he went to MIT. But he just couldn't get over this problem that he had. This actually many, and those ended up being his undoing. And the thing you always ask people when they get their comeuppance is, was it worth it? Was it worth it? The guy who loses his family because he slept with his secretary, was it worth it? You ask the guys, was it worth it? They always say no. You ask Sam Brinton, you lost your job in a presidential administration. You're now effectively unemployable, certainly at that height of your profession. Was it worth it so that you could wear some weird red dress that you took from the airport? I assume he would say no. Is it worth it to become a laughingstock internationally so that you can lead another depraved man around on a leash and a leather collar? Was that really worth it just so that you could be physically titillated for 5 minutes or whatever? No, but these people can't escape it. This is a real danger. It's this joke that Drew Clavin tells, about the guy with an orange for a head. The short version of the joke is, guy walks into a bar, he's got an orange for a head. The bartender says, "Okay, I got to ask, what's going on?" He says, "All right, well, you're not going to believe it, but I was on a beach. I find a little genie bottle. I rub the bottle. A genie comes out, says, 'I give you 3 wishes.' I said, 'I don't believe that.' He says, 'No, I do. Try it.' He says, 'Okay, first wish, I want $1 million. Knock, knock, knock on the door. Pat, say, Jack, here's a check for $1 million. Okay. Second wish, I want to sleep with all the Playboy bunnies of the year. Knock, knock, knock. It's all the Playboy bunnies of the year. They walk up. Isn't that unbelievable?" Bartender says, "Okay, I get it. But how'd you end up with the orange?" He said, "Well, here's where I think I messed up. For my third wish, I asked to have an orange for a head." And half the people think this joke is hilarious, and half the people have no idea what the joke is about. The joke is about the perversity of the human heart. and how these little weird, bizarre, shameful perversions can be people's undoing. The rest of the show continues now. We are going into Fake Headline Friday. I need your help. Help me identify the fake headline among the real headlines that Mr. Davies has given me. You don't want to miss it. Go to dailywire.com/Knowles. Use code Knowles at checkout for 2 months free on all annual plans.